Well, hello there, Leo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your January 2023 tarot reading. So I wanted to start off talking about the year 2023. It actually reduces, 2023 reduces to the number 7. And the number 7 in tarot is the Chariot card. So this is a year about, really making a lot of progress towards victory, towards manifesting what it is that we are trying to achieve or bring into our life, whether it's career, things, relationships, or just adventures that you would like to experience. So as we're talking today about January, keeping in mind that Chariot energy, we're going to take a look at the present energy of something that you would like to manifest or a goal you would like to achieve this year. Thinking about that, looking at the present energy of that, any obstacles that may come on your path this month, and then advice from the Spirit about how you can move around those obstacles and find the success in January that you're looking for. So let's get started. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Love that. And grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. There's a sense here that is something that you are trying to bring into your life, okay? And with the Whale Spirit, it could be a relationship or something that is you're emotionally connected to. So whether that's a relationship or creating something that you really want, it's all about the heart and understanding that the journey may have been difficult in 2022, but in 2023, things are really opening up with this Chariot energy. And so the things that have happened in the past may be kind of mysterious. You're not really sure why it happened, but things are truly opening up for you. Yeah, you have some strong energies here. Understanding that it's almost like, I feel like in a very short amount of time, you are going to understand why things went the way they did, why your path was so meandering. Yeah, this is beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Very spiritual, actually. Kind of getting the bigger picture of the life has been maybe such a mystery on this. Yeah, especially with a relationship. You have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Really... I'm sending you lots of love and hugs. This is someone or some situation that was really near and dear to your heart that has, that is not in your life at this time. Something has occurred. And right now you're not really sure why. A relationship could have ended and you're not really sure why. Or it could be somebody that transitioned, right? And, kind of like... just feeling a little bit lost without this person in your life. So it's this energy of, well, how do I get my Chariot and move forward? I'm not really sure where the path goes. I've hit this almost a sense of, this is almost like a sense of rock bottom. So yeah, Leo, really... lots of love and hugs to you, because this is an energy. I've hit rock bottom. So how can you say that this is the year of the Chariot and I should get my Chariot and go forward, So let's take a look at that, what this heartbreak, okay, is helping to open up for you. Because when something ends, whether it's a relationship or a situation that was really important to you, when it ends, it means that something new is opening up for you. So let's see how you can transition from the heartbreak back into a positive energy of moving forward right here as we begin the new year. So, you have the sacred temple, building blocks, and then you have the 3 of Swords. This was somebody or a situation in your life that you really were hoping was going to be in it long term, or really helped in some way to build a strong foundation for you in some way. Okay, so this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but if you lost a parent or a grandparent or something like that in 2022 or recently, you know, this person could have been a strong part of who you are with the building blocks, right? If this was a relationship, perhaps even a romantic relationship that ended, this person could have been the building blocks of who you are as a person today. So maybe you married this person, you had a family together, right? And it helped you to become a parent, to build a family. But something has ended. And it's really, it's shaking the foundation within yourself, right? It's truly shaking the foundation. It's almost as if you're kind of asking yourself, how can I rebuild with this person or this situation not in my life? It could be even a job that you lost, or a business that went, you know, that you had that ended. And it's like, how am I going to get up and continue without that in my life? To share, you know, I remember, I think I was like 15 at the time, and my father, you know, the company that he worked for was purchased by another company, and because of that, he was an executive and he was, you know, released. And he really, I mean, it was a business that he had really helped to build, and he was devastated. I just remember it was the first time I ever saw my father just kind of like crumble. You know, he really kind of felt like he had lost so much of his identity, I think, at the time. It's that type of energy. It's kind of like, I remember him thinking, how do I come back from this, right? It was just so devastating to him after all the time and energy that he put into that job of building that business, and then to be dismissed literally overnight. I feel like that's the energy that you have here, but with the temple path, knowing that this hasn't been done to you, it's been done for you. There's a new path that's opening up for you to be grateful, okay? Through gratitude, joy expands. To try to be grateful for what you still have at this time. If you notice, you know, she's trying to build a skyscraper. You may just have a couple of blocks in place. That's maybe all you have left. But to be grateful for what you have left will help you to overcome the heartbreak that you are feeling at this time. When we focus on what we've lost, then we unfortunately get more of pain. When we focus on what we have, right? When we focus on what we have and we're grateful for it, joy expands. We become more good comes to us. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Yeah, you know, it's something you're trying to figure out. This is something that you really manifested in your life that was really important in your life. And now it's kind of like, okay, how do I manifest? You know, finding victory in my 9 of Cups when it's kind of like my 10 of Cups is gone, you know. And when we're in that energy, when we are, you know, in a sense of despair, it is really hard, you know. It's time to go. It's time to leave this situation totally in the dust, because you do have, yeah, and then look at, you have taking steps, planning in action. I love this. Deserving. You deserve. You deserve to move forward. There's a huge transformation and a new beginning coming in. You know, it's about allowing yourself to know, okay, this is a mystery. I don't know why this person, this situation has left my life, right? I'm not really sure. This is all a mystery, you know. This is really painful. So why am I being given something that is truly painful? But it's part of the process. It's, you know, this says, trust the great mystery. And it's kind of like the zigzagging energy of maneuvering through this difficult time, right? Understanding it's time to go. whatever has left your life, it's time to also give yourself permission to move forward, to get in the chariot, to start dreaming again, to move forward on your path. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle. You have behind a mask, time for a nap, and then you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents long-term committed relationships, long-term committed jobs or careers. It also represents what we truly believe about ourselves and about the world. And I feel like, something that perhaps behind a mask, something that you may have hidden from yourself, some limiting belief or some special gift or talent, creative ability. There's something that's been kind of hiding. Whatever you lost was in order to help open you up to this special gift, this talent, this new way of thinking. It's about taking off that mask and looking at this situation in kind of a restful, healing type of way. Looking at what this represented, whatever it is that you lost, looking at the glory of what was in that relationship or that situation. Instead of concentrating on how it may have ended, concentrating on what it brought to your life, how wonderful it was, and just kind of like being grateful for, the happy times, if you will. Which is, I know, somewhat difficult. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling a little bit left out, Three of Swords again. An energy where you feel like there's a sense that there are people, you're coming in with a loving energy, but you're only hitting chaos and conflict, competition. A sense of drama. There could be family drama, or, say you did have somebody in your family pass away, and then, perhaps there's drama around the inheritance or the will or something like that. There's this sense that it's time for you to decide what it is you want for yourself. Recognizing something has ended, right? So what is it now that you want for yourself as you move forward? It's first recognizing something is over. It's kind of like you can't hide behind the mask and pretend it didn't happen. It's kind of like almost a sense of denial, a little bit of a sense of denial. Perhaps you've been kind of spending a lot of time just by yourself or resting, vacationing, something like that, in order to kind of like take your mind off of it, to go in a different direction. But it's now getting into a sense of understanding that this moment or this person, this situation that has left is opening you up to something new that you are going to believe about yourself and about the world. It's time to take your Nine of Cups. It's time to find victory in manifesting what it is that you want as you move into the new chapter. The first thing we have to do when this difficult situation has happened for you is to recognize it's over. Once we recognize it's over, the door has been closed to an option. Once we recognize that, then it's really scary at first because it's like, no, I thought that was going to be here forever. Once we recognize it's no longer an option, then it's moving on to, okay, what do I want now? And what I want now is not for something to come back. I'm closing that door. That's no longer an option. Okay, so now what am I opening my heart to? What is it that I want next in my life? And it's recognizing that you have a decision here. You can stay kind of like wishing things were different, right? Or you can spend your time and energy creating what you would like next in your life. And so what we have here as your advice is the loving man. Treasure Island, you know, really, once again, I'm going to say it's about giving yourself some love and compassion, understanding that there is more treasure out there for you. All of the treasure. You may feel like I put all of my time, my love, my energy into this one thing. I don't have it anymore. There's nothing else left. But that's not true. There's other treasure out there. There's other experiences. There's other, you know, careers. There's other relationships. It's about putting your own time and love into the new things that you would like to create in your life. It's about showing up in your life with this energy of life is a mystery. And yep, something, you know, something ended that really hurt. And now I'm ready to ask myself what's next, you know. And that is, you know, once again, I'm sending you lots of love and hugs, because it's almost like I'm being asked to deliver this message that it's time for you to move into the next chapter, especially now that we're moving into a new year. It's understanding that that door has been closed for a reason. You may not know why at this time, but it is about being grateful for what you still have, for what you received out of that relationship or situation, and now are going to move forward, you know, no longer allowing yourself to sabotage your own path, your own victory, by dwelling, you know, on what you've lost. And, you know, it's hard. I know it is. I know it's hard. Give yourself love. Give yourself compassion. Be gentle with yourself. But also know, you know, it's time to take that step forward. There's something that you are being truly led to. At this time, you don't know what it is. That's part of the mystery. It's almost as if once you get past the pain of losing this, something new is going to come onto your path, and you're going to look back and say, okay, that was really painful, but oh my goodness, I'm so glad that that is no longer in my life for whatever reason. It's going to bring something else into your life. Yeah, the Moon card, Six of Cups, the strength. You're showing up in your own look. You have so much on down the path. I think that's and this reading may not resonate for everyone. I feel like this resonates for some of you that maybe have lost something that was near and dear to you and are just having difficulty, you know, looking. Okay, they're saying you're looking at the flowers that are in the water. Those flowers represent what you have lost, but it's about, okay, I still have these two flowers on this stalk. Turning your head, looking at what you have and being really grateful for it. And, you know, really almost having the strength, the courage, the willpower, the self-discipline to not allow yourself to keep looking back at this. You know, in that movie, Hope Floats with Sandra Bullock, when she is pulling away, you know, she found out her husband had been cheating on her, and, you know, she and her daughter are in the car driving away from the house, and the little girl's looking out the back window at their home, you know, that they're leaving. And she says, don't look back. It's bad luck. It's almost that type of energy here. It's kind of like, don't look back. It's bad luck. Instead, look out the car, the front window of the car, right? It's kind of like, look at where you're going instead of where you've been. It's time to get the horses saddled up. It's time to get the horses together. To get your chariot ready. It's time to move forward on your path, because there's something beautiful out there for you. You're going back and forth. Even if you're like, well, I'm trying to move forward, you're still putting time and energy into what you have lost. And it's about getting clear about what you want to offer to the world. You know, out of our pain, our purpose is born. Out of what you have lost, out of this painful situation, your purpose is being born. And that is what you are going to offer to the world. So it's kind of like stepping into that energy of getting crystal clear about what it is that you want to give out to the world. What do you have to share? What are your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative abilities? Getting caught up in giving to others sometimes helps us to also get out of that sense of, missing what we have lost. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull the Soul Truth card. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Yeah, I feel like you're a little bit, in this stuck energy. Getting out, moving your body, and being with other people at this time may help. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Yeah, I really love that energy, because I feel like, when you're here, and, I can relate. When you're in this energy, you don't have the physical, mental, emotional energy sometimes to get up off the couch and go do something. But once you get yourself out the door, it's kind of like, oh my goodness, okay, this is it. I can move forward. You feel happier, lighter, just for a few minutes. And that's all you have to do. Pretty soon you start stringing minutes together, and then you have an hour, and then you start stringing hours together and you have a day, and then you start stringing days together, you have a week, a month, a year, So I really encourage you to reach out, especially if you're struggling emotionally at this time. Reach out to friends, to family, to people that will help you to get out of the house, or, to enjoy activities that you do enjoy. Spending time doing things that you enjoy, just kind of reinvigorating your heart, finding more time for pleasure and play. All right, well, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. But I really encourage you to take really good care of yourself, compassion and gentleness as you're moving through these energies. And I wish you a very happy new year, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.